Heyo and welcome to all. After the poll, it was pretty clear the next on the chopping board would be Niffty. So here we are. She's a mess in all aspects. She's the fun gremlin character basically, a little critter for the laughs. And while there's a lot to her as what I managed to find and see other people find, it was hard to see it at first glance in her character in my opinion. The thing that bugged me the most, yes, pun included, was the color palette. While it seemed that fire is an essential part to her as she is summoned from it and her hair even mimics it to some extent, it was just an overwhelming hot pink-red mix match, which made her blur into the background, like many other characters. While I did keep her red hair, it's more of a copper instead of a hot pink. Otherwise, I mainly got inspired by the clean core aesthetic, which is most commonly associated with blues and other pastels, as she clearly has some problems with manic cleaning, up to somewhat hinting at an OCD stereotype. She already had an maid-inspired outfit in the show, though I tried to lean even closer to that typical maid dress people tend to assume when they think of a maid. It is dark blue as well, or was, as she's cleaning all the time, frantically even, and due to the obsessive compulsion she uses way too many cleaning products. Which is why her skirt is more of a baby blue the further one goes down. Even her apron is lighter at the bottom. Instead of the blood splotches she'd have on her chest in the show, there are no bleach spots. Still hinting at her possible death, but more in line with the general theme I tried to give her. She now also wears obvious gloves. It really felt like a missed opportunity to not give her some rubber gloves. If they were entirely yellow in the show, it would even keep in theme with the color palette to some extent, but like, whatever. Due to the cleaning products she overuses, they are quite discolored though. Even trendy pink at her hands. Don't ask me how, I just made a decision there. I wanted her to hold various things she'd use for cleaning, not just solidifying her as a housemaid, but also being in a constant cleaning frenzy, keeping her hands busy, her mind occupied with all the tasks she could do or has to do over and over before these compulsions are satisfied at the slightest. These obsessive compulsions she'd be unable to control, even in the slightest, would be another reason she uses so many cleaning products, which leads to even more discoloration. Another quite noticeable change I decided on was to make her even more bug-like. The feeling of constant scaring around accompanied. She's specifically designed after a common cockroach, who are one of the worst pests to have in my opinion. Antenna, mandibles, intentional set of arms, noticeably clawed feet, GT and hair-esque spikes protruding from her limbs. As roaches are someone known to be quite resilient, I leaned into that, making her body be invulnerable to toxins and chemicals, but at the same time she appears quite disgusting and unsightly, something she more than dreads, which leads her to overcompensate in house chores such as the cleaning. While she clearly has her flaws in hell, it was kind of rough for me to pinpoint what kind of sins led her to end up in hell. She's unhinged, chaotic, but internally just tries her best to be accepted and find someone who will stay with her. A hopeless romantic at heart, more or less. I imagine she always had these obsessive compulsions, just was able to mask them while alive to some extent. Yet the hopeless romantic in her, combined with compulsive and impulsive thoughts, would have led her to stalk potential lovers to the point of breaking into their homes, either leaving presents, cleaning, or leaving lunchboxes, breakfast, whatever for those potential lovers to find, as a token of her love. While it does come from a good place, it clearly oversteps boundaries. At some point, these break-ins would lead to have the police called on her. Being betrayed by her unwilling lover, she snaps, falling into wrath alongside this, being eventually shot 3 times in the chest, where now these obvious bleach spots are on her apron. In the chaos and the last breaths of human air she'd take, she'd turn up the gas stove, burning the house down with her, which would explain why she has fire connected to her at all. Now in hell she is still haunted by her compulsions, though is no longer able to hold back. Eternally trapped in the snap-like state she experienced right before death. Those would be my major notes to my design choices and rewrite to some extent of Niffty. I hope I explained everything so that it makes sense to you guys as always, and I hope you have a good time with the rest of the time-lapse.
Top 10 ways to smear honey on your face. Cut your nails, do your makeup, and wake up late. Fill a bottle up with water and a soggy piece of fruit. Fill a workbook up with things you can do when you're stressed. But things are just a mess when you're feeling kind of anxious or like maybe depressed. I mean, maybe if you tried more. Maybe if you tried. Maybe if you took more vitamins, you would learn to live a fucking life.
I'm not like that. I'm not coming back. I don't want it like that. Not like that. I'm not like that. It won't be okay. I don't want it like that. Not that way.
Do drugs, have sex, tell your deepest, darkest secrets to your friends. Post cringe, buy guns. Are you done yet? Fuck, not enough. Cry a river, smash a cup. But it's never ever gonna be enough for the people in the back row. But you still choose to listen, knowing damn well it's really not their decision. Maybe if you tried more, then you would deserve it. Maybe if you fixed the whole
the scars on my arms and the cracks in my hips and the dents in my car and the blisters on my lips that I'm not the carefulest of girls. You can tell from the glass on the floor and the strings that are breaking, and I keep on breaking more, and it looks like I am shaking, but it's just the temperature. Then again, if it were any colder, I could disengage. If I were any older, I would act my age, but I don't think that you believe me. It's not the way I'm meant to be, it's just the way the operation made me. You can tell from the state of my room that they let me out too soon, and the pills that I ate came a couple weeks too late, and I've got some issues to work through. There I go again, pretending to be you, make believing that I have a soul beneath the surface, trying to convince you it was accidentally on purpose. I am not so serious, this passion is a plagiarism. I might join your century, but only on a rare occasion. I was taken up before the labor pains and ten, now the world's most accident. I am the girl Anachronism. You can tell by the red in my eyes and the bruises on my thighs and the knots in my hair and the bathtub full of flies that I'm not right now at all. There I go again, pretending that I'll fall. Don't call it actors, they've seen it all before. They'll say just let her crash and burn. She'll learn the attention just encourages her. And you can tell from the full body cast that you're sorry that you asked, that you did everything you could like any decent person would, but I might be catching, so don't touch. Don't believe you're immune to gravity and stuff. Don't get me wet because the bandages will all come off. You can tell from the smoke at the stake that the current state is critical. Well, it is the little things, for instance. The time it takes to break it, she can make up 10 excuses. Excuse her for the day, it's just the way the medication makes her. I don't necessarily believe there is a cure for this, so I might join your century, but only as a doubtful guest. I was too precarious, removed as necessary. You don't have the love stuff, I am the girl Anachronism. I am the girl Anachronism. I am the girl. I am the girl. I am the girl Anachronism.
Drop me!
In the sunlight, you'll go crazy.
Come right back now, be my baby.
You got away with words so stupid.
Run right through me, be my Cupid.
Would you like to see my world? Would you like to see my world?
You got it locked down, not so easy.
For me, then all breezy.
But when we groove in our slow motion,
I think tell me in your potion.
Would you like to see my world? Would you like to see my
Tell me!
See why I never felt this way before, and I see why I never felt this way before, and I see why I never felt this way before, and I see why
Drowning, drowning, going Drown me!
you got it bad now, so terrible.
Too good for me and your bubble.
If only you knew what they're saying.
Just a game, it's me you're playing.
I guess it makes no sense for all who
Never felt the way that I do.
And now you're done, but oh, you're calling.
I won't stop, I'm falling.
Would you like to see my world? Would you like to see my
Drown me!
see why I never felt this way before, and I see why I never felt this way before, and I see why I never felt this way before, and I see why
Drowning, drowning, going drowning.
I see why I never felt this way before, and I see why I never felt this way before, and I see why I never felt this way before, and I see why
Drowning, drowning, going drowning.
Do you wanna see? No,
look nice, batting my eyes, isn't it pure perfection? Cute, thinking polite, stereotype, got your full attention. Think that you can play with me, you better watch your back. The last thing that you hear would be my laugh. Cause baby doll skill, don't provoke us or we will push you downhill. Might be pretty but we're still bitter as much as we're sweet. Knife hidden under the sheets, baby doll skill. Don't provoke us or we will go. Oh, cause all we should be pretty doll. Heels made out of steel, how does it feel to be walked all over? Nails leaving the trail, got 'em pigtails, blood drips down your shoulder. Baby, there's power in numbers, but I want all of your friends. You're done to listen to no one, we all know how this ends. Doll skill, don't provoke us or we will push you downhill. Might be pretty but we're still bitter as much as we're sweet. Knife hidden under the sheets, baby doll skill. Don't provoke us or we will go. Oh, cause all we should be pretty doll. Sugar and spice and everything nice, no that's not what we're made of. Venom and ice, tequila the bites, go ahead and pray cause baby doll skill, don't provoke us or we will push you downhill. Might be pretty but we're still bitter as much as we're sweet. Knife hidden under the sheet.